Hi there, folks. Welcome back to yet another episode of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. What is Kurn's Guild Spotlight? Well, every weekday I put together a short-ish video that's between 3 and 5 or so minutes long, and I spotlight various guilds. And I'm spotlighting guilds who are currently recruiting people. We're talking raiding guilds, we're talking PvP guilds, we're talking even social guilds, but like people who are really lacking membership for one reason or another. And I'm doing this to really help out the recruitment officers and the guild masters out there who are spending, their entire lives trying to recruit. So look at this as another recruitment avenue. And if you and your guild are recruiting, please do submit your guild details below. Just click through in the description box. There should be a link. So please do click through, and I would be happy to spotlight you. All right, all of that said and done, this is episode 24, so let us get on to our 24th guild that we're spotlighting. That would be Eternal Life. It's an alliance guild on the US Mannoroth server, and you can find them at eternallife.guildematic.com. That's eternallife.guildematic.com, and as always, you can always click through in the description below. Who are they? Well, they're a 25-man raiding guild, and they're kind of few and far between, or at least it feels that way. So it's always nice to see a 25-man guild doing stuff out there. So I'm happy to spotlight 25-man guilds. Not that there's anything wrong with 10-mans. I'm happy to spotlight you guys too, but my heart is with the 25-mans. So they're a 25-man raiding guild. They are 3 of 13 heroic modes in tier 15 right now. That means that they have downed Jinrock, Horden, and Jikun all on heroic mode. The guild has been around for a really long time. It dates back to Kara, like Karazhan, like Burning Crusade style Karazhan. So they've been around for quite some time. Lots of consistency in the leadership from what I can ascertain. They say that they have a lot of heart, that they value loyalty, consistency, as well as good play, and they've got a custom DKP system to keep loot fair, as fair as they possibly can. I would like to know more about this because I know that loot is a huge headache for a lot of people. So yeah, if you've got a custom DKP system that makes things really fair, let me know. I'm absolutely serious. All right. When do they raid? They raid on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, from 7:45 p.m. until 11 p.m. That's Eastern time, which is also server time. So that's 4:45 p.m. until 8 p.m. Pacific time. Might be a little early for the people on the West Coast, but should be doable for any other time zone, and especially people on the Pacific Coast who aren't, at a job from 9 till 5 or what have you. That's actually a really decent bunch of hours, I think, a decent schedule. Invites actually go out at 7:45 and they start pulling by 8, so it's important to be punctual, apparently. Well, I think that kind of goes without saying, but anyway, decent raid schedule. What are they seeking? Oh my gosh, dudes, they are seeking all kinds of DPS. We're talking warlocks, moonkins, mages, shadow priests, ret pallies, windwalker monks, and hunters. Healers as well. They're seeking resto shaman, of course. Who isn't seeking a resto shaman? Seriously. As well as a resto druid and a mistweaver monk. And of course, any exceptional players are welcome to toss their hat in the ring. So even if you're not one of these classes, please do feel free to throw in an application if those raid times are good for you and if you like the idea of Eternal Life. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the server, because that's an important part of any new guild decision. It's the Mannoroth US server. It's a PvP server, Eastern time, as I mentioned before, with about 82,000 characters. So, not low pop, but definitely not high pop. About 55,000 of those 82,000 characters are Alliance. So that's good for you if you're gonna look at Eternal Life, because that's they've got the majority, and only about 27,000 Horde characters. In terms of rating, there are 20 guilds that are at least one of 13 hard modes on both 10 and 25-man difficulty, and one guild is actually fully cleared 13 of 13. What's really interesting about Mannoroth, and I did not know this, is that about half of these 20 guilds that are working through heroic content are 25-mans. I'm like, what, really? Because normally you see, a couple of 25-man guilds in the listings, and then everyone else is 10-man. No, there's actually legitimately like 9 or 10 of the 20 guilds who have broached heroic mode content on Mannoroth are 25 mans. So sweet deal, Mannoroth. Keep it real. Yes, I actually did just say that. Anyway, moving on. The guilds who are raiding are mostly Alliance, which is representative of course, the overall population, where Alliance pretty much dominates Horde. Again, they are looking for all kinds of DPS, any kind of DPS pretty much. Healers, Resto Shaman, yet again, what a shock, Resto Druids, Mistweaver Monks, and any exceptional players. And again, those raid times are Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays from 7:45 p.m., which are the invites, until 11 p.m. Eastern, which is 4:45 p.m. Pacific, until 8 p.m. Pacific. And once again, you can find Eternal Life at eternallife.guildematic.com. Please do click through in the description below. That will do it for this week of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. Thanks so much for watching. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at kurnmogh. That's at KURNMOGH. You can check out my blog at kern.apotheosis-now.com. And please do check out my guide site at kurn.info, where I did just put up Sneak Peek 2 for community management. Again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you back here Monday for yet another episode of Kurn's Guild Spotlight.